Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning and welcome to the show. Today is April 14th, 2020. And anyway, let's get started here. You know what, guys? I'm not sure we haven't moved into some sort of bizarro land, some sort of weird twilight zone. Where up is down and down is up. Maybe some sort of time warp or something we moved into a month or two ago. And everything is going weird. Things are going weird. Take a look at this. Let me open up the charts right here. The cruise lines are saying that bookings are up for 2020. They're up 40%. Bookings are up 40%. Don't people remember what happened on those cruises? Do you really want to get on a ship and go through that? Where you're stuck out at sea and stuck in your cabin? And those cabins, some of them are in near the engines. And the ship engine drones all night long, and you can't sleep or anything. The cabin's only tiny. What are people thinking? But I don't know. Maybe they're offering them something. I'll tell you what they'd have to offer me. They'd have to offer me a zero price for the cruise, and buy me a new car, and I would want a hazmat suit before I go on board. Anyway, I'm telling you, this is Bizarro land. And there's other stuff going on. Take the stock market, for instance, right now. It's actually trying to go up to make new highs. And this is bizarre. With an economy that's lost about, I don't know, I would say that half of the whole world is shut. The world is shut. We've had the world shut down. But the stock market's it's actually trying to make new highs. It's going up daily. With half of the world shut down. I mean, we really are moving into Bizarro land. Let's take a look at the silver price today. You know what? Quite seriously here. The silver price, the spot price for silver is actually trying to catch the, there's a bit of a premium there, right, on silver. The spot price is trying to move up to match the premium. I hope that the premium stays ahead, outpaces the spot silver price. Although the spot silver price is going up rather rapidly. We're up 41 cents today so far, just on the day, $15.76 today so far. And let's see what gold's doing. Okay, gold is $17.41. Gold has been shooting up a little bit better than silver so far, but the gold to silver ratio is really out of whack right now. It normally doesn't get this far out of whack. And the thing is a normal gold to silver ratio is about 50 to 1 probably, or 40 to 1 or something. That's normal. Right now, when it goes up over 100 to 1, that's completely out of whack. And it will go back in line at some point in the future, not in the not too distant future, because if you look at the charts, the gold to silver ratio, you'll see that periods like this don't last very long, where the gold to silver ratio is this out of whack. It's done it before, but generally they don't last very long. It's like a peak, Peaks don't last very long, and then things go back down to the normal again. But we are in Bizarro land. Some sort of weird twilight zone we're in right now. It's what it feels like to a lot of people. Some people can't handle it very good because we're in Bizarro land, Okay, let's take a look at how cryptocurrencies. Cryptocurrency is $196.7 billion for the industry today, 84.2% Bitcoin dominance, and we're looking at a Bitcoin price of $68.97 today. Bitcoin was getting ready for a big rally just before this happened, this crisis. And the thing is it stopped the rally in its tracks, and what it's done is Bitcoin is like went on hold, And it's been trying to hold this price in around $7,000 or just under $7,000 for quite a little while now. It's 68.97 right now, and we're looking at 41.40 for Litecoin. I like to keep my eye on Litecoin. Ethereum's at 158. Bitcoin Cash is at 225. So that's what our coins are doing. They're on hold a little bit right now. I don't expect the price to drop real big on them. And I also don't expect them to go boom, the price to shoot up until after the gold and silver price have shot up. I'm expecting gold and silver to make the first move, and crypto then probably to follow, because the same conditions that are going to cause a gold and silver rally are the same conditions that's going to cause crypto to take off. It's those same monetary conditions. It's when this crisis actually comes to an end is when we're going to really see gold and silver rally. Because the Fed can't withdraw anything anymore, any stimulus. They have to keep going with it. And eventually this crisis is going to start to come to an end. And when it does, the economy is going to start to make a recovery. It's not going to be a L-shaped recovery. It's not going to be a V-shaped recovery. It's not going to be a U-shaped recovery. It's going to be a little bit between an L and a V, right? Not a V-shaped recovery, not an L, but a little bit in between. It's going to be, it's going to go up, but it's not going to go up as fast as a V, you know. But it's not going to go along flat like an L, you know. It's going to go up just slightly and slowly as this ends. But we're going to be in a depression is what we're going to be in. But it's not a depression like we had back in the 1930s that was caused. This depression is going to be entirely different. This depression is an inflationary depression. Okay, let's take a look now at the Dow Jones. Dow Jones is 24,000, and it's up 610 points on the day. Now let's take a look at crude oil. 21.80. It's down 2.72% on the day. And so that's not a good sign right there. Crude oil is that cheap right now, especially with the big cuts that producers are making. They're cutting the amount of crude that they're producing, you know. This is a sign of how bad the economy really is, the fact that the world is not using very much oil. You know, their cars, and it's getting worse. It's getting progressively worse. Less cars on the roads, less emissions, you know. This is causing problems probably that we cannot foresee, you know, like because the world suddenly, bang, like that, all over places like China, no smog anymore. The skies are clear. You know, India, no smog anymore. The skies are clear. North America, every place, the sun is blue now. The sky's blue. It's not wet, white, hazy look anymore. And this has had a sudden shock on the world, you know, the whole world, the whole global climate has had a sudden shock. All of a sudden, from shocks like this, you can see weird effects occur in the world. Could be very dangerous effects. Giant ozone holes appearing and things like that, you know, because the world has just all of a sudden put the brakes on. We got no economy anymore. We got no industry. There's no carbon emissions, you know, and stuff like that. I mean, it's having a profound effect. Let's take a look now at U.S. Treasuries. U.S. Treasuries, we got the very, very long end of the yield curve rising. 1.4 on the U.S. 30-year. And then we got the 10-year falling at 0.74. It's all bizarre right now. You know, the fact that everything is a little bit upside down right now. Even people's emotions is upside down. A lot of people just have a hard time getting their head. Actually, I have a hard time getting my head around this. We're social beings. And suddenly, we are being commanded worldwide to be antisocial. But it's the right thing to do. And because of this disease. And this is a very bizarre little period in human history right now that we're having. It's strange. twisted, bizarre. Anyway, listen, guys. Thank you for listening to my show. Give me those thumbs up. I really need those thumbs up. And we'll catch you guys in the next episode. Try to have a nice day out there. Stay safe and stay your distance. Remember, at least 2 meters away from everyone. Don't get close. Don't walk up close to anybody. You know? Stay. Don't be like. Don't rely upon the other person to maintain the 2 meters. Do it yourself. Don't rely upon them. Maintain the 2 meters. Especially stay away from anybody if you hear them cough. Run! Bye bye, guys.